already this season. 10, another England man, Mark Hateley. 11, Ian Durrant. Rangers, 12 straight wins behind them. They'll not be low on confidence. McCoist and Hateley fully expected to offer many problems for the Leeds defence. Stephen in midfield and Goff at the back provide quality in vital areas. But it's McCoist with that golden touch of his. He's holder of the European Golden Boot for his 34 league goals last season, and Leeds rightly will fear him tonight. Leeds, for their part, can put up Frenchman Eric Cantona. Not at his best so far in this European campaign, it's true, but somebody that Rangers will know little of at first hand. Well, Cantona joins a team that's got John Lukic in goal, 2 John Newsom, 3 Tony Dorigo, 4 David Batty, 5 Chris Fairclough, 6 Chris White, 7 Gordon Strachan, 8 Cantona, 9 Lee Chapman, 10 Gary McAllister and 11 Gary Speed. It's the team that beat Stuttgart in Barcelona. Newsom again at centre-back, Fairclough at right-back, Strachan on the right flank, allowing Speed a free roll over towards the left of midfield. A wonderful atmosphere, as we were saying. The substitutes tonight, the Dutchman Peter Hoekstra amongst the Rangers subs, Carl Schutt, the hero of Barcelona, in the Leeds bench, but no place either for Scott Sellers or Steve Hodge. All eyes now on the referee, who comes from Belgium, Alphonse Constantin. And a noise here in Ibrox. 42,000 crowd, and a noise with an intensity about it that almost hurts. And you get the feeling that that really could also be a significant factor on this very important night. Start for Leeds, Gary McAllister, silencing the Ibrox crowd in the most effective way. Andy Gorham clutching for the ball and didn't really get a touch on it. Strachan's corner, McAllister's shot, the skipper's example, and a brilliant start for Leeds. Ron Atkinson.
Yes, well, what a dream start. One of the great goals in the European campaign, that. A header away is quite decent, but Gary McAllister on the edge of the box picks up the drop well, picks up the volley, and it's gone straight down Andy Gorham's, back of Andy Gorham's neck. He's no chance there. A magnificent goal.
Well, a wonderful start now. Leeds must stay calm, get their tackles in. They've got a free kick. Certainly looked a penalty. McCoist very, very disappointed indeed. And that looked very much like a penalty, Ron Atkinson.
Very much so. I mean, it's a super flick on here from Hateley. He's beat the defender, and it looks as if Chris White has just made enough contact, possibly to be a penalty. I'm not quite so sure, having looked at it again, Brian, to be fair to you.
In towards the near post, possibly. That's where Lee Chapman wanted it, and he'd taken up an excellent position. And Strachan, Durrant. Completely miscued, and suddenly out of nothing, Dorigo, watching on the line, couldn't stop it going over the line. It's clearly there, but it's clearly an own goal.
Well, that's an incredible thing. It's really a bread and butter cross for Big Luke. He's come out to claim it, to punch it clear. No question about it, whether it was in or not, but what a freak goal.
And now Leeds really could be up against it. Now it's a real test of their nerve as Strachan knocks it forward. This is where they'll look to the likes of Strachan and the experience of McAllister and of Chapman to keep the ship. 1-1 the score then. Knocked in by Newsom, no. Knocked off the line. I think it was Ian Durrant who cleared it away, but Leeds weren't far from number 2 there for Newsom's header. Batty. Ooh, look at the space here for Strachan. Cantona getting it back to Strachan, played in again for Strachan. The offside flag is up, and what would have been an absolutely super goal is ruled out.
That would have been one of the all-times, wouldn't it? That 15 give and goes, beautiful skill. And
it's Newsom, the number 2, finally gets the header in there, cleared away by Ian Durrant. Get to it again. Well, that was a wonderful bit of play by Strachan, but nothing to show for it at the end. That's more like the genuine John Lukic, and it needed to be. David Robertson really caught that a hummer.
Well, Leeds should have been warned, because a few minutes earlier, about 10 minutes earlier, he got into a similar situation and fired one past the post, and that is a hell of a shot. And a very, very good take from the keeper.
Here's the corner. Nielsen's in there. And Rangers get the lead. Lukic had saved the first header from the corner. They could only palm it down. McPherson with a good header, parried there by the goalkeeper, but McCoist finishing it off. And one of the Rangers players down injured.
It's McPherson, I think, Brian. But if you look here, they've only really got one player in the box when they take the corner. They've only got McCoist in there. McPherson's coming on a big, big challenge. And I must say, he climbed above about 6 Leeds players. Howard Wilkinson will be furious round Lukic.
Stephen, Hakely arriving late. Do you discern any changes tactically in this the start of this second half, Ron?
Not really. It looks as if
the whistle must have gone, but it hadn't. Rangers froze for just a moment then. Dorigo. And again, Chapman trying to knock it on. Cantona trying to get in there. Lost it in. And no doubt the Leeds crowd will be in training, as the Rangers crowd have been for the last week or two. Be the extra man for their team. Offside against Durant. Crossed in and just wouldn't fall for a Leeds player, but it falls for Dorigo, who's got speed wide if he cares to find him. And Chapman we've had all night.
Cantona runs off the back of Goff here. You know, Goff was ball watching, and then he did what he did. I think he was playing for France. He measured a lovely little ball in. Unfortunately, Chapman's wrong side of the post. But it just shows there are still goals in it for Leeds.
White beaten in the air by Hakely. Stephen getting in there too. Durant played it there. White's in there. McCoist. I think it was Ferguson who got it away. Here's Dorigo. Everybody except Lukic in the Rangers half at the moment. Chapman trying to make something with the header. Rangers, and stopped by Lukic. With 4 minutes of the game left, that could have been a crushing blow for. But the final whistle has gone, and Leeds United go back to Ellen Road. A goal behind, with a 2-1 defeat here after that brilliant start given them in the opening minute of the game by McAllister. Lukic's own goal and McCoist for Rangers. No goals in the second half, and Leeds will feel